And welcome back, everyone, welcome back. I apologize for the extended break there, but we were just waiting for the upper semis to wrap up, and now we have our two finalists. We are here in ESL Open Cup Americas 241, the grand finals, a best of 5 between these two amazing players, and we are here to crown our champion. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkione, we have our blue Polish Protoss player representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. It's like we're casting Sparkling Tuna Cup. Gerald and Nicoract, of course, are very active players in the online tournament scene, in the online tournament circuit. We've casted them many a time, and many times over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of years even, and now they're facing off here when there is no one else to stop them. Max Pax isn't here, Clem isn't here, there's no Beyond, there's no Dark, none of these EWC competitors, they are elsewhere, they're traveling, and that means that this tournament is up in the air, up for grabs for either player. And this could go either way. If you're in the chat, predictions are open, place your bets, get your gamba going for who you believe will be this week's champion. I do give the edge to Gerald, just the edge though. I want to believe that we can have a back and forth series, a back and forth grand finals. Nicoract is our most recent Sparkling Tuna Cup champion, the first Terran player of the year to win a Sparkling Tuna Cup, and did win it over some big Protoss names. We'll see if he can do it again here in ESL Americas. Of course, the big downside being that it's very deep late into the night. It's like, what, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning for these two players. These are some professional D-Gen gamers. If you're out there, if you're also in Europe and you're watching StarCraft, get some rest. Take care of yourselves, Papi. Take care. Ay. I know it's quite late and not the best time for European viewers, but regardless, do welcome you, and I hope you've all been enjoying the broadcast so far. I hope you've been enjoying yourselves as we do settle in and embrace the finals. Let's go. Behind this going to be a Racked Expand. Ooh, interesting. Going to be an economic opener, a Racked Expand into a second Racks, and do we go for a third CC into a 3 Racks, or do we go straight up 3 Racks without the third? We'll see how aggressive or how greedy we want to be with this. Behind this, the Reaper has arrived across the map, just going to be poking in. Again, a standard open out of Gerald. The Adept is staying back at home. The second Adept is on the way, and we should be able to keep up with this Reaper. We have our tech of choice, Stargate. Stargate is on the way for Gerald. It's going to be Stargate getting into, I imagine, Phoenix production. Reaper dips in, and the Reaper has to get the hell out of here, has to dip out. The Reaper does pivot away. So far, Gerald keeping up, able to maintain himself, able to maintain his position. Back at home. Interesting. So it's not a 3 Racks, it's not 3CC 3 Racks either. It is a 2-on-1. Something you rarely see in this matchup. It is not too often that you see this kind of variation. What this is a stim timing. We're rushing into marine production, the tech lab is ready on the racks, and stim should be prioritized. Likewise with the factory, should be seeing a reactor into starport, into add-on swap, into medevac. So it's going to be a double medevac 16 marine push here from Nicoract. Something typically reserved for Zerg players, rarely seen against Protoss and Terran. I'm excited though. Double Stargate! He's crazy! Okay. Double Stargate, Mass Phoenix for Gerald. Who do I favor? Now, what I'm concerned by here, we're going to have Mass Phoenix against Mass Man with Gun. That is a problem. We're going to have a lot of Marines, and Phoenixes notoriously struggle against Mass Marine because they have to pick up 1 unit at a time, and if the unit is a Marine, I mean, Marines, there's so many of them, they're so cost efficient, it's going to be difficult to really deal with a mass bio army. Oh boy, Gerald is going to be vulnerable. Again, against high-tech units, Gerald can be okay. He can pick up tanks, pick up Cyclones, pick up Medevacs, drop play, Vikings, Ravens even. But Mass Marine is a little bit different. Now, this is going to be an interesting dynamic because I would say this if it was just a standard Stargate opener. Double Stargate, double the Phoenixes. That's a lot of Phoenixes. Is there a world? Can we lift up all the Marines as we do reveal at least the Phoenixes? We are aware of the opener. Nicoract, I'm sure, happy to see that it is going to be Phoenixes initially. But is he going to be expecting this many Phoenixes as we are continuing and not stopping Phoenix production? Oh boy. Marines are moving out. So are the Phoenixes. And the army is spotted. Geralt is aware. Can he catch reinforcements? Can he catch the medevacs? Trying to come in from behind. Sneaking up on the main army. And can we get us around? Can we lock this down? Oh boy, as we have how many Phoenixes? 6 Phoenixes! And we have shield batteries finishing up as well. That's a lot of shield batteries. With the help of the shield batteries, we should be okay. We should be able to hold on. We should be able to survive. But last, this Mass Phoenix did ideally want some more damage. And we're moving out across the map. Oh! Can we get the better back? Almost. Get it into half HP. A lot of damage is dealt. Marines are moving out, trying to intercept. They can and they will. They get a Phoenix. Good pickup. 1 Phoenix does fall. Ooh, we almost get we get a second Phoenix as well. A third Phoenix does get caught in the middle of the map. We do catch it as it attempts to reinforce. We go for the scan, but we have plenty of adepts. We have shield batteries. We have an overcharge. We defend. But the Phoenixes have been lackluster. No, my God! Once again, calm down. As they almost get caught out, so you can see how fragile these Phoenixes are. 4 Phoenixes for 6 Marines. These have not been good trades. They've not been good. And if Nicoract can force a fight outside of range of the shield battery, we force a cancel. But we do bait out a stim. The stim is baited. More reinforcements on the way. I do still want to favor Nicoract's army. As long as we can fight outside of range of the shield batteries, then he can take it. With the overcharge, though, different story. Meanwhile, Gerald, he's supply blocked. There's the overcharge. 1 Phoenix goes down. And again, Nicoract just baiting the army out, waiting for the overcharge to run out. Colossus is on the way. He scans, he spots a third. He's rotating. The Medivacs, he gets 1. Uh-oh. He gets 1, almost 2. We do force a cancel. Overcharges run out. Colossus halfway done. At the same time, Gerald's going for a counterattack, trying to catch some reinforcements or even some SCVs. Not bad. Gets 1. And Nicoract, he doesn't commit. He could have. I feel like he could have tried to poke in, but alas, Nicoract, he's going to be backing off instead. And across the map, we get 5 S. Oh my God, 5, 6, 7! 8 SCVs! 8 workers go down. Ay, ay, ay. Nicoract caught out of position. A nice damage here by Gerald. Back at home, we have the first Colossus. We defend. We're okay. Once we have the Colossus, we can clean this up. But Nicoract does force a third cancel. Big delay on the third base. And even though Gerald does get some economic damage done, he's still stuck on 2 bases. This is still a big blow to the economy of Gerald. Yeah, Nicoract is still in the driver's seat. And can he catch out that Colossus? Not quite. Being forced back. At the same time, Nicoract pushing towards the right-hand side. The army is spotted. Gerald pulls back. And does he save the natural or does he save the third? We have a second Colossus. We can save both. Yeah, we're okay. We have 2 Colossus. We can defend both locations at once. And Gerald will finally expand. Getting into +2 air. Catching another Medivac. Another 2. Oh my God. Very nice catch. Very nice pickups. 3 Medivacs in total. Back at home, Nicoract settling in. Plenty of turrets. We can try to slow things down. And Nicoract claiming another base. 4th is on the way. Now, what I will say, up until this point, I do favor Nicoract's position, but the Phoenix count has to be respected. We do catch another 2 Phoenixes. Another 3. Can we get a 4th? We can. Oh my God. Yeah, this dive was not worth it. Trading Phoenixes for Marines. Gerald gets punished. So again, Nicoract, he's in a better position, but as the Colossus count gets higher, the Mass Marine army gets weaker. So we have to transition. That's why we have Marauders on the way, making 4 Vikings at a time. The Viking count going to be crucial to deal with those Colossus. Nicoract even double expanding. Getting a 4th and 5th base at the same time. Why not? Scan reveals all 3 Colossus together at the 3rd. That means that we have an opportunity on the right-hand side. There we go. The Colossus do rotate. And as they're distracted, Nicoract, he comes in! Gets a cannon. Gets a shield battery. Not bad. No major damage, but damage nonetheless. Buildings have to be replaced. Go base getting up. Ghost production has begun. Again, Nicoract, he's just all over this. And again, these Phoenixes, they have not done enough. They've gotten 3 medevacs and a handful of Marines. And 7 SCVs. They catch some reinforcements. Getting a Viking. Oh god. Oh no. But we get a full surround. And the punish is real. Another Phoenix falls. Not like this. It's been 10 Phoenixes being killed so far. At least he confirms the main army, but this is looking quite terrifying. The only thing we're missing is the Ghost. And speaking of, here they come. The Ghosts have arrived. We have EMPs. Oh, we missed the Observer just barely. We do miss it. Army pushing in. Catching out a Stalker. But again, that's still 3 Colossus Disruptors on the way. Again, the purification of it is going to be huge. It is going to force Nicoract to think twice about stemming forward. But Gerald is supply blocked. Disruptor comes out. We're being so ambitious with this Disruptor. Setting up the Nova. The Observer sees everything. Nova goes up. Up. We go for the Sim. We focus it down. We catch the Disruptor. And Gerald gets caught out. Tempest on the way. He's crazy. Oh my god. It gets Viking Marine. The Robo gets sniped. The Phoenixes, they struggle here. We're focusing on the Colossus. We get a couple of swipes in. But the Colossus are going to be zoned away. And the Bio Army does wreak havoc. Nicoract backing off, respecting the position. He got 1 Colossus. Barely didn't get the second. That Observer has been putting in a lot of work for Gerald. But it may not even matter. Again, Nicoract, he has such a booming economy behind this. 78 workers, so many CCs. No planetaries, bear that in mind, so he has even more mules and scans. Finally, the Observer goes down. Finally, the Observer gets caught. Force another cancel. Get another shield battery. Tempest are revealed, but no, we get the Tempest. No. Yeah, we revealed the Tempest a little bit too soon, and we come in for the surround. And Nicoract, he's shutting Gerald down. GG gets called. Nicoract takes game number 1. Whew. GG. A solid game there out of our Terran player, but as a reminder, Gerald was the player. I mean, we had some weird builds, right? We had some weird builds. We had a 2-on-1 out of Nicoract. We have double Starport Mass Phoenix from Gerald. And alas, Mass Phoenix is punished very hard and almost hard countered by something like a 2-on-1. I say something like because a 3-Rax would have done well as well. Just a Mass Marine style did punish Geralt, and the Phoenixes never paid for themselves. We were stuck and contained to 2 bases. We couldn't expand. We couldn't take a 3rd base. By the time we did, Nicoract double expanded. He was on 3, 4, 5 bases real quick as Geralt was fighting for his 5th. Sorry, fighting for his 3rd. He's fighting for his 3rd base. And with that, Nicoract takes a lead. Now, what I will say about that first game is that a lot of it was dictated by the builds. The builds themselves did favor Nicoract, and that gave him a big edge, an edge that he was able to hold on to and snowball out of control. Geralt, I'm sure will think twice about going into Mass Phoenixes, and we'll have a very different dynamic with Nicoract here in Game 2. I'm sure. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have our Red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. Leading the series 1-0. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Polish Protoss player representing Slashstorm Gaming. It is Gerald. Here we go. Have our setup here. Have our initial openers, no cheese, no proxy, not yet, not this time, in Game 2. Neither Nicoract or Geralt are afraid to be aggressive early on. But as a reminder, it's getting very late in Europe. It's getting very late in that part of the world. And that could be impacting some decision making as well. Our player's getting a little bit delirious. Or do they usually stay up this late? That is the question. Are they used to being D-Gen Spaffy? Oh, it's 5 a.m. As we do have an economic opener from Nicoract going for a rack expand. SCV is here to go for an eBay block. Alas, the probe is ready for it. And we will be able to pose a bit of a threat, a bit of a nuisance. Second probe does come down, but the SCV is going to be zoned away. Likewise, Gerald does start up that first zealot just in case. Will pop. And the Nexus has been placed. Likewise, Nicoract going for the CC on the high ground just to be safe and secure. So some slight variances here between our players. Again, Nicoract going for an economic opener, but a safe variation of that. We'll have to lift and land on the low ground. Likewise, Gerald did make the first zealots, and we'll see if we can make use of it. It is a pretty big investment, and ideally you want to use this to delay the expansion to get on top of the building SCV. But as we can see, we're pretty safe here. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to make use of this zealot. The probe coming in for a scout will confirm the lack of CC on the low ground. And we'll see what we can get done as Marines are amassing. Probe dipping in. Does confirm the CC. And as long as Nicoract can control well, he shouldn't lose any Marines. First Marine gets targeted. Nice stutter stepping. Adapter does get a full scout. Very nicely done. Doesn't commit, but does confirm the factory alongside the starport. It is going to be a 1-1-1 built here by Nicoract. And Gerald is going for a Twilight Council. This time, no Mass Phoenix. Not this time. CC's going to be taken. Do wall up. We do wall off. But again, after what happened in the last game, it makes sense to go into Blink instead. Ooh, as we do shut down the initial zealots. Nicoract doesn't overextend, he backs up. Expanding on the low ground, getting his natural base up and running. And the question becomes, how many gateways? We have one gateway in the main, likewise 2 gateways at the natural. It's going to be 3-gate Blink out of Gerald. A very assertive start. It does allow you to move out across the map, to be assertive, to be aggressive, to get map control, and expand behind it. Overall, a very safe opener. It's not as aggressive as 4-gate, for example, but it's not as passive as 2-gate. Right down the middle here for Gerald. And likewise, Nicoract getting into his own 3-1-1 setup with those extra Raxes. Nicoract is going to poke in, but with all these Stalkers, we should be okay. Say that. With the lock-ons. First Cyclone takes a lot of volleys. One Stalker goes down. Big pickup. Yeah, we get a Stalker, and we're going to catch the others as well. Nice movement here from Nicoract. Ooh, and Blink isn't done. I assumed it was going to done a little bit sooner. My apologies here, but Blink is not yet finished, and we can take control of the third base. We can force a cancel, and we will. That's a kill! Oh my god! That's a kill, not a cancel on the expansion. Ay, the overcharge is popped, but the damage has been done. Even if we clean this up, it's worth it for Nicoract. There's that Blink. Up! And the Nicoract barely gets away. And Gerald holds, but at the cost of the expansion. Meanwhile, the drop is trapped. One shot away from going down. Back at home behind this, we are settling into our own production. Stim and Marauder production as well. Working towards our reactors. And that was a rough start for Gerald. He cornered himself with his Stalker movement. And we drop back in. No shot we force a second cancel, right? I mean, it was a kill earlier, my apologies. We're gonna force it. Oh my god, it's getting low. It's getting so low. Oh my god, and we're gonna save it just barely. Ay. At the same time, we drop in towards that natural. We have the Raven. Auto turret gets 2 probes. We save the Nexus. But it's fine. We might have lost a drop, but that was 400 minerals down the drain with the Nexus going down earlier. Another auto turret at the natural. And because of all this aggression, because of all the damage dealt, even though Gerald did go for a 3-gate opener, he can't do anything with the Stalkers. He cannot get across the map. He cannot get into the main. He's stuck outside. And this is a rough start for our Protoss player. It's looking rough, Pappy. It's looking rough. Oh. Meanwhile, third CC's on the way. Nicoract, he is not going for an all-in, is expanding. We can see Gerald trying to catch that Raven, but the Raven did make it back home. And we're going for another move out now. Thankfully, Gerald will spot this. But this army is terrifying. We have Stim. Stim is done in 10 seconds. We have the Raven, of course. We have some potentially spell support. Tank, Widow Mines. It's not going to be an easy defense here by Gerald. But he will have the shield battery. Gets the Raven. Raven goes down. Big pickup. And Nicoract does overextend. Widowmine's going to be burrowing in. And we shut down the shield battery. No overcharge. The base is going to fall. It's low from earlier. There's no saving it. No shot. Mines just going off. Big connections. We're going to collapse in, but the mines are brutal. We shut down the Zealots. Yeah, the Zealots are cleaned up. We're getting some of the Stalkers. They're exposed. Storm is not done. We are barely holding onto the base, but these are still efficient trades for Nicoract. The tank shelling away in the back line, getting so much damage done, and we get the base. We get the Nexus. And Nicoract, he's popping off, Bappy. Oh my god. He's snowballing out of control. Gerald is supply blocked. Yeah, he's heavily supply blocked at this point. We have the overcharge. We can try to hold on. Boys are being pulled, but the tank is sieged. Oof. Yeah, the tank bullies are brutal. Even with the help of the shield battery goes down. GG gets called, and Nicoract takes a 2-0 lead against Gerald. Oh my god. Crazy. GG, well played. Nicoract, he has been popping off here. He will take the second game, and he is one game away from claiming the entire series. Again, it's been a very aggressive start from Nicoract. Game 1, as I mentioned before, came down to the builds. Game 2 came down to Gerald missing the move out and not recognizing how committed it was. If you remember, at the third base, Gerald, he had his Stalkers ready, but they were over towards the right-hand side, which means they were trapped. They were trapped. Blink was done in 20 seconds. He needed a little bit more time. Without Blink, the Stalkers, there was no way out. There was no way out for those Stalkers. They were pinned up against the wall. They were shut down. The third base was killed, not cancelled. I mentioned before that it's quite late over in Poland. And because of that, Gerald, he's making some small mistakes that are really hurting him. I mean, I say small mistakes, they're becoming big. We do see Nicoract capitalizing quite hard on them, and I'm hoping for an extended series, but it might end here and now. Oh boy. Nicoract, he needs one more to claim the win over Gerald. We'll see if he can get it. I'm hoping that Gerald can fight back. I'm hoping for a game 4. I would love a game 5, but we'll see. We shall see. Here we go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, down in this series, up against the wall. The pressure is on. Can he fight back and make a series out of this? I hope so. Representing Sidestorm Gaming, it is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Terran player, representing the Platinum Heroes, one game away from becoming this week's ESL Open Cup Americas champion. Unamas is all he needs. It is Nicoract. We go. Here we go. Also, before I forget, I apologize, but I did just wake up and jumped right in, and this is going to be a more aggressive start by Nicoract, by the way. Before I forget, wish a happy birthday to Yaku. Yaku of the Zaku, it is his birthday today, by the way. He was streaming last night, heading over into midnight, and yeah, do wish him a happy birthday. He unfortunately wasn't able to cast with me last night. Wasn't able to cast, but today it is his birthday, and he did have a very fun, very lovely birthday stream. So big shout out to Yaku. I believe he was streaming during ESL Europe, or around that time, during the ESL Europe Open Cup. So much love to Yaku. I was just reminded that it's his birthday. I was just reminded. Otherwise, we're settling in. And again, for the first time this series, double gas. Double gas opener out of Nicoract. He's going for a faster factory. This can lead into a very aggressive start. Into a starport, into a mine drop, into a cyclone drop, into a one base all in even. Nicoract has options. A lot of options are available to the Terran player. And what is he going to go for? What do we embrace? Okay, it's going to be factory into CC. We are going to be expanding, but again, faster factory into a faster starport. Nicoract gets across the map. Poking in. We'll see what kind of tech we do embrace here for Nicoract. I mean, sorry, for Gerald. And it is going to be the Twilight Council. Okay, Twilight Council opener out of Gerald once again. I imagine working towards Blink. A build Geralt has been quite fond of on this map has been a DT opener instead, but I feel like we would have kind of placed and set things up a little bit differently for that. So Blink should be on the horizon. As the Reaper is going to be zoned away. And behind this, we are committing into additional Hellion Reaper production. Now, with this kind of army, the goal is to bust into the natural. To bust past the army, past the wall, into a mineral line. But so far, the SimCity is looking solid. And so far, Geralt is ready for this. Now, the scary thing about this army is that even if you're in position with the KDA charges, you can knock the Stalker out of position instead. And so we do fully wall off just in time. I'm trying to catch out the Stalker, but we have a shield battery. We should be fine. We should be okay. Trying to catch it out though, we do get the wall off. Oh my god, Nicoract, he's crazy. Yeah, the overcharge is not enough. The Stalker goes down and we force the pylon to finish. And that's good enough. We get a Stalker kill and we will force Geralt to kill his own Stalker as well. Sorry, his own pylon, I should say. Yep, there we go. He has to kill his own pylon to break out. Behind this, we're getting Cyclone production. That's going to be early tank, early Banshee. Again, this tank Banshee build has been very trendy over the past 6 months. Sorry, I say 6 months. 3 months. Over the past 3 months, it's been quite trendy. And for good reason. As it can hit very hard. Geralt getting supply blocked. Does break out of his own natural. You can see once again Nicoract threatening a dive. At this point, the Reaper Hellion, their time has come and gone. They shouldn't find more damage. And oh my, poor the boys! Oh my, we just don't care. We don't even care about it. We're going for the kill. We've disrupted the build enough here for Geralt. And what does he have to work with? We have a handful of Stalkers. That's going to be, what, 5 Stalkers in total. Third base about to be taken. It's going to be 2-gate Blink. And very few warp ins. Very little to work with here for Geralt. Overcharge is off of cooldown, so we have an overcharge available. But we are sneaking up on the natural. And can we get within range? Yeah, we go for the dive. The tank comes in. We have the overcharge. We get us out of the Stalker. It goes down anyway. We focus out the shield battery. The tank does siege. We're going for the tank. The repairs are not going to be enough. The tank does go down. Massive pickup. But we have so much DPS anyway. The Stalkers are helping. But we're going to get every single probe here. The probes are going down left and right. The Banshee's popping off. Geralt will hold at the cost of 20 probes. We haven't lost any SCVs. What? What just happened? How did we not lose any workers? Jeez, I mean, we're about to now. Or are we? The Banshees are coming in to reinforce, and Nicoract, he has only lost 1 SCV. The boys are still here. They're still in town. They're going for the robo. They're going for the pylons. Stalkers, they try to engage. Immortal's on the way. There's 1 pylon left, and we're going for it. And this Immortal, it's not going to pop out, so we're going to depower the robo. We shut it down. Stalkers are catching reinforcements. They catch another tank. Big pickup. Oh, Nicoract, he's bleeding out a lot of high-tech units. That's the second tank going down as a misrally. But, I mean, we're still in a good position. Like, Nicoract is still ahead. He still has that economic lead. As Geralt has 3 bases, but no mining. He's on 1 base economy, 1 base mining. The Twilight Council is going to be targeted. Oh, we get the scan, we get the Observer. With Blink, we can clean this up. But again, we just got so much value already. Now we're rallying back home. We get one Stalker. And Gerald is down to 29 probes. Dark Shrine is on the way in a moment of desperation. DTs can be a way to claw our way back into this game. Back at home, do we have detection? We have scans. That's all we have. Only scans to work with. Banshee does hit the natural. There's no Raven, there's no turrets, there's no NG Bay either. Honestly, Dark Templar could end things. If Nicoract mules a little bit too hard. Now, the main base is full of energy. That's the problem here. We have a lot of energy here in the main for Nicoract. Gerald poking in. Alas, we cannot quite break through. The Dark Shrine is done. Oof. Tank volley going off. And as time progresses, what I'm concerned by here is the third CC. There we go. Third CC is on the way. Still no engineering base. Still no turrets. The first two DTs are warped in. I think the best chance is to wait for the move outs. I don't think... sorry, my apologies. The turret is done. Where was the eBay? How did I miss it? There it is. My apologies. eBay is done. We have a turret back at home. DTs are waddling in, and the turret will reveal this. Dark Templar revealed, but we only have the one turret at the natural. No, there we go. We have a turret in the main as well. Never goes off. Oh my god, massive connection. Workers are going down. But alas, it looks like we will defend. It's going to be 10 SCVs. Do we have a scan? We should. We do. We have a scan available. Again, Nicoract being so smart. He doesn't move out until he has those turrets. He was ready. Big tank volleys going up. And Gerald is still trying to recover. We have a Colossus on the way. But the tank volleys are brutal. As long as we have a scan, we should be fine. Another Dark Templar warping in. Another scan. No splash damage, no friendly fire, I should say. And Nicoract, he is going up for the kill. He's going for the natural. Gets the Observer. Boys are being pulled. The tanks are sieging up. Oh my god. Yeah, there's just no defense here. Not anymore. Not after how much damage was done. We're going for the Colossus. We snipe it. The Colossus goes down. We bring it down. And there's nothing left. Good night. And Nicoract will take the series 3-0. And will be this week's, for the first time in his career, ESL Open Cup Americas champion. GG. GG, well played. Good night. Good night. GG, well played, as it is very late for both players, and I'm sure that was a part of some of the play that we saw. Regardless, congratulations to Nicoract as he does claim victory over Gerald, and he wins his first ESL Open Cup Americas. GG, very well done. No, I'm just saying, we saw this, we kind of foretold this in a way, right? Nicoract, he is our most recent Sparkling Tuna Cup champion, and now he's our most recent ESL Americas champion as well. Congratulations, Nicoract has been improving so much over the past year. I mean, not just Nicoract, but Cristiano, Gerald as well. But it's been really cool to see the rise of Nicoract over the past year of play, and he's been getting better and better results as well. And what it's all about now is consistency. You know, it's bringing his A game week after week, time and time again when he needs it most. And with that, congratulations to Nicoract. A shout out to Gerald, because even though he's going down here in the finals, he made it to the finals. He made it all the way here. He brought down Trap on his way to the finals as well. One of the favorites, a big name in the tournament, did fall at the hands of Gerald, so very nicely done. It was not an easy road to get here to those finals, so again, congratulations to Gerald for making it this far, but a shout out and a greater congratulations to Nicoract for claiming the win, claiming the victory over Gerald. Congratulations. Congratulations. Was a bit of a shorter finals, but a very intense and very spicy finals nonetheless. So congratulations. With that, that is going to be wrapping up our broadcast for the morning. This is going to be wrapping us up here. Again, it is now 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon in Australia. And this is our only cast for the day. Only cast for the day, just ESL Americas. Our next broadcast should be tomorrow. We're going to be going over Code for Giants Cup. Code for Giants Cup is going to be tomorrow, so you can tune in if you're interested in some Brazilian StarCraft. That is our next broadcast. Otherwise, hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. I know that it's been a very intense week of StarCraft with EWC. There's been a lot going on, a lot of StarCraft, a lot of matches, a lot of just StarCraft in general, and it's been a bit overwhelming. It's been a bit much, and I know a lot of people want to decompress and calm things down and let it all sink in as well. You know, the week that we just had was crazy, and we need to let it marinate a little bit. Does need to marinate. So yeah, I hope you're all enjoying yourselves in general, and with that, we're going to be wrapping up our broadcast. Again, we're going to be back tomorrow with Code for Giants Cup. On Friday is going to be OC King of the Hill. We have KSL, we have MSO, we have STC. World Team League comes back next weekend. Bear that in mind. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is going to be World Team League. We also have the House Galactic Battle as well, which is an offline event in Poland. If you want some more Gerald action, then we got you covered over in the House Galactic Battle. So plenty of content on the horizon here for the remainder of August. I mentioned before that September is looking a little bit leaner when it comes to content, but we'll find a way to cast, I'm sure. we'll find a way to cast, as we always do. Meanwhile, because this is our only cast today, I'm going to ladder. I am going to have a bit of a cheeky ladder session in like soon. Not on this channel, but on my personal channel. So if you're interested, if you want to help, and if you want to tune in to some live VIP ladder session, I haven't laddered in like 2 weeks, so I'm very rusty, very rusty, and I'm not fully there either. So so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm sure it's gonna be a great time to be had. So you can tune in. You can tune in if you wish. Don't expect me to win many games. Again, I'm very rusty, and I'm a little bit sleep deprived. So it's gonna be amazing. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. So you can tune in if you wish. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. You can check out our social media if you want to tune into, you know, more of the CranKy Ducklings. Likewise, you can check out our YouTube channel as well. We do stream both on Twitch and on YouTube, both at the same time, and VODs are available on YouTube immediately if you want that as well. But you can check out our YouTube channel if you wish. Again, let me just quickly set that up. There we go. Socials in the chat. So we have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things CranKy Ducklings if you want to be notified when we go live. Someone earlier was asking, how do I be notified when you go live? I mean, depends what you want. Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Twitter. We do post anywhere and everywhere, even Mastodon and Blue Sky as well, depending on what social media you do prefer. So all things CranKy Ducklings for when we go live. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Code for Giants Cup. That's going to be in less than 24 hours. It's going to be some Brazilian StarCraft action. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in like 15 minutes for some light ladder session. It's it's gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, I'm ready for the wall of red. I'm ready to tank my MMR, Bappy. Let's go. Otherwise, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you when we see you. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, Bappy. Ciao. Hasta luego.